Hello and welcome to the Secret Wealth Project. I'm Matt. Hope you're doing all right. So I'm sat here in Dubai. I brought my proper camera, but I didn't bring all the dongles for the MacBook thing, so I can't really upload stuff. So I thought, you know what, get the old trusty iPhone out and do the vlog or whatever on here. So anyway, what I want to talk about is, as you can see, we're in Dubai. This is Jumeirah Beach behind us. I know, yes, we went 3 months ago. This is 2018 February, but we were here in October, so it's not some old rehashed kind of vlog or anything. The sun's just about to set kind of over that way on, but I thought I'd come and sit down and do this quick chat. Anyway, what I want to talk about really is the fact that some people might look at these breaks as kind of extravagant. I mean, we went to Méribel in France skiing in January this year, so last month. Now we're in Dubai this month, both of which aren't cheap places to come or anything like that. And we were in Dubai in October last year, and we seem to go on these kind of little trips here, there and everywhere kind of thing. But what I'm doing is, I suppose I'm investing in myself emotionally, and I think what happens is when you were poor, like I was when I was obviously a kid, and the furthest we went is the east coast of England, Skegness and stuff, and that was in a tent or whatever, and we didn't always get to do that. You know, it's kind of important for me to kind of see the world and stuff. And I remember being at school, and when I was there, I used to get teased by kids. This was first school as well, so we were quite young, but I used to get teased for never having been abroad. So to our non-UK friends watching this, abroad is basically on vacation to another country. So I'd never been on vacation to another country or anything like that. I'd only ever been in the UK, and like I say, to the East Coast, which is not where we used to go. It's not the classiest of places, for want of a better word. I mean, I used to enjoy the holidays, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's not this. Do you know what I mean? Like this place is amazing, and pretty much everywhere we go is amazing. Like, this is the 4th time I've been to Dubai now. We've been Vegas a couple of times, Caribbean cruises around the world. We've done all kinds of things, and I've only been able to do that because of my internet business, and because of information products. See, back in the early 2000s, I set up my information products business and have been running it ever since. So for the best part of 17-18 years, that has been a big chunk of my bread and butter. Now, don't get me wrong, I've done other things in that journey. I've had my nightclub, I've bought a few properties, we've run all kinds of little businesses, from hot tub hire businesses to I can't remember off the top of my head, with the camera rolling and everybody literally walking past looking at me like I'm a weirdo talking to my phone. But I can't think off the top of my head other businesses, but I've had tons of little businesses, and yeah, basically this has been the core of my business throughout. So, oh yeah, that's it. Like, I've done other internet marketing stuff, so affiliate marketing, and done some physical product stuff, done some online arbitrage, just done all kinds of things. But the rock, the pillar of strength that's been there throughout the whole of my career, enabled me to do things like set up a nightclub and these other crazier things, has been my information products business. I'm so convinced that it could be an absolute life changer for so many people watching this, that I really don't want you guys to miss out. Obviously, most of you will know that I've got some high-level coaching that teaches the information products business from start to finish, and basically it takes you from beginner right the way through to basically knowing everything I know, and that's the plan anyway. So in the space of about 8 weeks, give or take, I'm going to take you from knowing nothing about the information products business to being of, I would say, highly advanced skill set. Whether you do anything with it or not, I cannot control, so I can't guarantee any earnings, but it made me a millionaire. And it's, like I say, it continues to be the pillar of strength, the rock that is my business, and it's just strong throughout anything, the ups, downs of the economy. It's still there. Information product is not something like for example, physical products. You know, when economies go downhill, and a lot of you guys won't have ever lived through a recession, but for you guys that have lived through a recession, you'll know that spending gets tight, everything gets harder, businesses struggle because people aren't spending money anymore, and the information products business is just high margin, high demand business that just seems to be rock solid through good times and through bad times. Whereas, say, physical products, things like chocolate, believe it or not, are the kind of rocks and pillars of strength in the economy. So chocolate, I think sales of chocolate actually increase during recessions because people are probably they've not got much to spend, so they buy stuff like chocolate just to like give themselves a bit of a treat in tough times. Whereas in better times, maybe they go out and eat in restaurants. In tough times, they'll just buy themselves a bar of chocolate. You know, that might sound stupid to some of you. You might not understand a recession or understand what it means to the wider economy and how people's spending habits change and stuff, but some of you guys will as well, and you'll know things definitely get tougher. Now, some places like London, they've not really seen a recession. Even in the recession, they're not actually in recession because there's just so much money swishing around. But for us people up in the north, we see it bad. I mean, where I live has pretty much been in a 30-year recession. They don't really come out of recession. It's just, since the mining industry went away, it's kind of just gone downhill and downhill and downhill. Decade after decade, it tends to get worse. So they don't really see recessions or in a permanent recession, but you don't need to be. It doesn't matter what your current financial situation is or your current experience in the economy or whatever. The time is now to basically skill up. And I'm convinced an economic kind of crash is coming. I've been convinced of it for a couple of years now. It's not going to be a normal recession, it's going to be a bad one. And if you're expecting to continue doing what you're doing throughout that recession, you might have an awful shock. See, some people take jobs because they think that the job is more secure than anything else. And in reality, those jobs aren't any more secure. The first people to kind of feel it are often the people with jobs that don't have control of their own destiny. They can't increase their income by working hard or expanding the business or anything like that. They're just told, yeah, you're in business, you've got a job or you've not got a job. So what happens is, like in 2008, most of my friends that I used to go to the pub with every weekend were bricklayers, and pretty much all of them, when the economy hit rock bottom, most of those people lost their jobs. Most of my friends lost their jobs, and they went from all earning really good money when everything was good to just overnight, almost just one after another, they just all lost their jobs. And then they were doing all kinds of stuff for the next 2-3 years. Some of them never went back into bricklaying, others did, and times are good right now again for them, but they're not forced to stay that way forever. So what you need to do is you need to skill up and basically have a diverse skill set that enables you to earn whether the economy is good or whether it is bad, and go into a high margin business that enables you to, even if your sales come down during a recession, and that's not what I've seen. My sales have been just as strong, if not stronger, in recessions in the information products business, not in other businesses so much, but the information products business especially. Sales have stayed strong. In fact, even potentially, I mean, I don't know without getting their accounts out, but potentially even increased a little bit in recession times, just because I don't know what the factor is. Obviously each niche and each kind of industry will be slightly different to one another, but basically you need to skill up and be ready for it. Hopefully we'll ride out for another few years and things will be gravy and you've got nothing to worry about. But if they don't go so good, then obviously you want to be in a position whereby you can earn irrespective of what your employer tells you, you know, whether you've got a job or not, whether he says or she says, yeah, you can work here, or they say you can't. You know, don't wait until it's too late. At the very least, set up another source of income so you've got multiple streams of income, and that's the smart way to kind of approach things and just move forwards. Whether we get a strong economy or a weak economy, that shouldn't matter. You need to skill up and be ready to just take on whatever hits you, and that's the information products business. So you've got a few more days. I think it's about 3 more days now to get in on my high level coaching. I've got no plans to run this coaching again. Now, I'm not saying I won't, but right at this very moment in time, there are no plans. So a smart move would be to get in on that course. And even if you think you're not an expert or you think you've got nothing to tell people or whatever, don't worry, you have, and you don't even have to be the face of it. You can outsource it, you can pay somebody else to. So, I mean, what's likely to happen is when the next recession hits, places like this that are looking quite busy right now with people walking around and stuff and things going well, you know, these are going to take a hit, and people are going to stop coming so much to places like this. But the rich people are still going to be doing stuff. The rich people are still going to be driving the Ferraris. The rich people are still going to be coming to luxurious locations around the world, you know, having nice holidays and stuff. So it's, you know, do you want to be rich? Do you want to be poor? Are you likely on a trajectory that's going to see you rich doing what you're doing now, whether that's working a job or working a business or whatever business model? Maybe you're doing an online business already, but is whatever you're doing now likely to turn out to be something that you can rely on in the future for literally building true wealth, not just a little bit of income? If not, well, then the information products business is a very, very, very beautifully back-end focused business that has massive scalability. You create something once, you can sell it 1,000 times or 10,000 times or 1,000,000 times if you want to. And you typically, in the information products business, it's not just you get to create it once, you get to create the sales process once, and then you can put that sales process in front of lots and lots of people. And the more people you put it in front of, the more people buy that product, and there's no cost of goods typically to delivering more of that product. So it's just a wonderfully scalable, high margin, high profitability business that you should definitely consider getting yourself into. Like I say, there's 3 days left to getting on my coaching. I think there's about 3 days left. I'm not watching it too carefully because I watched, I basically tried to add it up while I was here, half asleep, with a bit, not jet lag, but kind of long days and nights and stuff, and I tried to add up how many people had joined already, and I thought we'd already filled it up because I've not got it to auto stop when it's filled, so I'm trying to keep an eye on it, but it's pretty difficult to do that whilst we're here. So if you're interested in the information products business, then you've got a couple more days, 2-3 more days to get in on it and start building your own business so you can be earning whilst you're here. I've earned very, 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 very strong money while I've been here, and it doesn't matter that I'm here, there, or wherever. That's the beauty of this business. It's not geographically dependent on you being in one place. So let me have a little walk, and I'm going to go back to Holly and Evany now because the video's about done. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Hit the notification bell, and yeah, really, I just want to say thanks for watching, thanks for your support. I appreciate you massively. I will see you in the next video, I guess. And yeah, what more to say? Yeah, I'll put a link in the description for the high-end coaching. If you've not already watched the webinar, feel free to. It's a long one, but it gives you a rough idea of what the information products business is all about. And if you want to be coming to these exotic locations, I mean, it's 28 degrees right now. It's lovely and warm. If you want to be coming places like this when it's freezing cold in England, I don't know if it's raining or snowing or windy or cold or whatever, but you can come somewhere here where everybody's wearing bikinis and shorts and, you know, we've been on the beach. The best I can hope for is a good sunburn or nothing at all, but I mean, people are getting tanned and it's winter. Do you know what I mean? There's a luxurious boat over there. Can you see a boat? Yeah, I can't see it. I mean, I can't see where it is on camera, but luxurious boats and stuff. People are floating around. People are loving it. You know, these people aren't typically poor people, and I don't say that saying anything about poor people. There's nothing wrong with poor people. At the end of the day, I grew up as a poor person, but trust me, having been on both sides of the coin, you definitely don't want to be poor if you can help it. So get yourselves info product business, get on my high level coaching. It's a smart move. Then you, maybe 6 months from now or a year from now, you can be floating around wherever on boats and on beaches in the winter and come to luxurious places and basically live life as it was meant to be lived instead of just kind of spinning your wheels working for the man or whatever. Right, thanks for watching. I'm Matt, this has been The Secret Wealth Project. Speak soon, bye bye.